Hey everybody, it's Robin. It is a snowy Thursday, snow and ice, yuck, in upstate New York. So I'm in the kitchen and I have a chunk of leftover ham. I need to turn that light on. I have a chunk of leftover ham. So we're gonna put together some pea soup, which can cook slow today on the stove. And I've also got some sourdough discard butter crackers that are just finishing up in the oven. So my first thing I'm gonna do is take my big soup pot, put that on the stove. And I'm actually gonna bring you guys along with me rather than having you sit over here. So we're gonna move you over to here. Yeah, deciding where to put you. There we go. We're gonna put you there and hope for the best. Okay, so into my big soup pot, I'm going to first put my homemade roasted garlic. If you don't make roasted garlic, you can use garlic, you can use powdered garlic, you could use no garlic. You just need to put some olive oil in your pan. Because I roast my own garlic in olive oil, I've already got it in there. As you can see, there's garlic and olive oil in there. So I'm going to grab my wooden spoon that I know fits in the container because sometimes my wooden spoon doesn't fit. And I'm going to take out a healthy scoop. Also, put that into my pot. It wasn't being cooperative. Turn my pot on, and I have it on medium. And I'm going to add a little bit more because I do like a little more garlic flavor. And put that off to the side. Now, while that starts getting warm and melted, I'm going to pull my crackers out and I can show you guys my crackers. Okay, let's see. We do that. And we're going to take you guys right on up here to the crackers. This is an easy batch of crackers. Put you guys back on the stove. This is an easy batch of crackers. It's sourdough discard. It's butter, flour, salt. Yep, that's it. I had to think about that one. Okay, I'm gonna put these on the counter behind me to cool because they just came out of a 375 oven. So they're a little warm. And while I'm over here, I'm gonna grab my apron so I don't get gunk and junk on my clothes. And we're going to do my lobster apron again that came from one of my good friends, Jen, who loves Maine as much as I do, even though she's not a Maine girl, she's a New York girl. Actually, she's a West Virginia girl. And she got it for me. So let's get this tied on. I knew I was missing something. And ooh, we got some dust mites going on in the light. Okay. And I'm also going to turn on my backlight because it's a little darker today than normal. So let's get a little backlight. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, so my garlic is starting to melt down. And the nice thing about doing the roasted garlic the way I do it is I also get infused olive oil. So if I know I'm making something that calls for infused olive oil, but not garlic itself, like the pieces of garlic, I keep a little out in another little jar. But by having the garlic with the olive oil, it's all put together. Okay, so let's show you this. As you can see, my garlic is all melted, loose. I am now going to add my onion. And I just chopped up red onion. Whoa, showering it on the camera. Sorry, guys. I just chopped up some red onion because I had that. If you've got yellow onion, that's fine too. If you've got white onion, it doesn't matter. Just add some chopped onion and get that started. Because this gives you your flavor base. This is what's going to make the soup taste amazing. So we're going to just add that. Get that simmering up. Make sure you're on the burner. I'm going to move the lid because I don't need that quite yet. And I'm just getting this going. Simple, easy, nothing too fancy here. Now let me show you the piece of ham. So this is my leftover piece of ham. The bone is in here. That's important. I want the bone because when I cook the bone down, the marrow comes out, it riches up the soup, it makes it bone broth as opposed to just ham soup. So once I get these things melted and starting to sizzle a little bit, I will put my bone in. We're going to also put in carrot and celery. Then I'm going to add some water, and I'm just going to cook it down for probably an hour to an hour and a half, at which point the ham will have rendered off all the good stuff so I can pull the bone out. The ham meat that's still attached to the bone that I didn't feel like standing there picking will have all fallen off. And at that point, I will add my green peas and let it simmer on low for probably 2 or 3 hours. And we'll have pea soup later this afternoon, or I'll have pea soup later this afternoon. On this pea soup, you can freeze, you can refrigerate if you need to, you can eat it right out of the pot. I find day 2 is usually better than day 1, but isn't that the way with most things? So that is what I'm doing today, and my stuff is sizzling, so I'm going to add my carrots, and I just chopped up baby carrots. That's all. I had baby carrots in the fridge, chopped them up. Actually, I just cut them in half, so you can see there's half baby carrots. And I tend to like a lot of carrots in my soup. And then I had 1 stalk of celery. Again, just chopped up celery. Get that all in the pot. Let that just start to simmer together, get a little happy. Because we're doing ham, I'm not going to add salt to it because ham is salty enough, but I am going to add some fresh cracked up black pepper. And stir that right on in. And let me just show you what I've done so far, because next goes in the ham. And that's the base. It's all happy. It's all melding together. I'm now going to put the ham bone and meat in. And then I'm going to put water in with it. Let me just grab some water. And just because I'm not making a huge batch, I only have a little bit of water. This is a regular like iced tea pitcher. So I'm just going to pour that in. And I did take warm tap water out for the simple reason that warm water heats faster, and my water was already warm. So I will show you where that's sitting on the ham again. It's about halfway up the ham. So now what I will do is, as this cooks, I will come and turn the ham. I will literally rotate the ham in the water. So I just wanted to get started. I just wanted to start getting boiling and cooking down. Like I said, it'll take about 2 hours. And I'm going to put the lid on that. And then we are ready to cook. And that will, like I said, cook for 2 hours. You could do this in a crock pot. You could do this in an Instant Pot. You could probably do it in a Dutch oven. I just have it in a big soup pot. So that is ham soup with that leftover ham that I made the other day. I still have more meat that I can slice for sandwiches, scalloped potatoes and ham, ham salad with the Super Bowl coming up, ham salad sandwiches. How easy is that? Make a ham dip. And I probably will freeze some ham too, because I just find it so easy to have something I can pull out and cook. And I don't have to really cook, but just heat it up for dinner. That's my favorite thing. So we're going to taste one of these great crackers. They turned out amazing. So my sourdough, as you guys come along on this journey, is in a messy jar, but you can see all the bubbles, and you can see that it has over risen and run down the side. So my sourdough started about here this morning. I fed it. She's now up to here. She probably will top off again. She probably will lose out again because my sourdough seems to be happy. But what I did before I fed her was I pulled out my discard, my excess, mixed it with flour, melted butter, and I did put a little honey in because I just thought the sweet and salty was kind of a nice combo. So I did add that. I rolled them very flat, and I don't know if you guys can see. You can see the layers because I let it sit a little. Oh, there you go. Now you can see the layers and the bubbles. Because I let it sit after I mixed it all together. The recipe called for 20 minutes. I probably let it sit for like 40 because I was busy. And then I rolled it flat, just cut it with a knife, poked holes in it with actually a barbecue little mini thermometer that goes in steaks because I didn't have anything else. Bake them for 15 to 20 minutes. And they puffed up, and they've got little layers of goodness. I'm trying to get it. There you go. Layers of goodness. They taste amazing. I did sprinkle some salt on them halfway through baking. And now we have crackers to munch on that are healthy, gut healthy, and easy to reinvent, to redo. And you could put any seasoning in them you wanted. You could put dry spices in. You could put fresh herbs in. You could put garlic in if you wanted. I certainly wouldn't be opposed to probably using my roasted garlic in place of a little of the butter because I've already got the olive oil there. And baking time, like I said, about 15 to 17 minutes. Mine didn't go 20. And I pulled them out. So if you want any more information on any of this, put it in the comments. And I look forward to sharing more with you. Have a great day.